It's a big match.
That's true. You are his, now you're considered his father at this point.
Yes. Thanks for that one, Puckett. I'm Bumper's dad. So proud of my boy.
You should be. He's doing good work. But let's see what these guys got for us.
Yeah, we'll be Philly to attack first, and that's usually where you see the more creative styles come out, because the defender is at a disadvantage because they cannot swap composition. When the attacking comp comes out that counters theirs, they can't just run back to spawn, whereas the attacking team comes out with that surprise sometimes. We do see Carpe highlighting the Symmetra at the moment, but I don't believe it. We'll see him open with the Widow shots and then change. Yep, doesn't get anything, goes straight to the Zarya.
Yep.
Sign of the meta.
Well, up here onto the high ground, shot just going to be coming down. God's playing alone at the moment. Down below, trying to get that Koopa.
Very greedy.
Yeah. Almost gets taken out because of that. Dangerous game. Fossick is playing, push for it though. Otto going to be taken down. Carpe just annihilates them as Giannis also will be eliminated. Sato going to be the only one traded so far for the Fusion, but the cart will start rolling as they go ahead and clean up the rest of the Justice.
Yeah, this is very rough for the Justice.
Oh.
Stagger to the face.
That's just brutal.
Sansum staggered as well there. Maximum charge gained from Carpe is doesn't even look at the Diva after he right clicks. He just moves on with his life. We'll have the high ground controlled for the reapproach here for the Justice. Always feels weird when the attacking team actually becomes the defender on Route 66 because they're defending the defensive team who comes out of this choke. And with not a ton of energy here for Carpe, they should be able to break through this bridge.
Dangerously low there for Carpe. Down below half, but pushes his way back onto the low ground. Joining in with the card. EQO, however, disconnected. Does get taken down by Guido. Nice pick off here for the Justice. Might be enough for them to stabilize. Boombox, however, under pressure. Feels the need to use that Transcendence. Guido will be matching him with one of his own. So the Fusion going to be pushed all the way back around to the initial corner.
Yeah, this is actually really well played by the Justice and just basically executing the attack there to control high ground with the speed boost very well from Fossick. Now so much damage is being given over to the side of the Fusion as they try to get this high ground back. Boombox nearly dying. He doesn't have a trance anymore for the grab that Corey holds. So this is a great position for the Justice now.
Oh, steps out, fire strike to the dome.
Yeah, nice reaction there by Giannis.
Will get healed back up. Grab held by Carpe, waiting for an opportunity. Giannis going lower and lower, gets the armor back to stay alive. Grab straight in onto the pillar to lock them up. Bomb thrown down. They gotta get rid of that shield. Not gonna be able to find any pickoffs with that one.
No rematch.
Can't make it back in. Corey, he beams him down. Shatter comes in. Carpe locked up. Neptuno gonna be going down. Corey picks up a triple in the fight. What a turnaround from the Justice, and just 0.34 meters away from the completion on A.
Giannis was really a big redemption story, it feels like, this afternoon. I mean, he has always been one of the misfit Reinhardt players, even go back as far as his LW days, right? And now, you know, on NYXL, it was a little bit shaky. Today, tonight, you know, this afternoon, 5 p.m., he is killing it, you know, and he's hitting these shatters when he needs to.
I think if he gets him the win, we have to start calling him the Washington Justice. It's just to honor him because he's playing out of his mind right now. Over on the other side, on top of Big Earls. Still just trying to play that high ground. Giannis will be dropping down to keep the card contested as best as possible.
Boombox.
Fusion starts inching their way up.
He needs to stay alive here for this trance. He gets healed by that pack. There's the trance.
Yeah, trance gonna be
early though.
Looking for that pin. Can't quite tell what's going on inside the cave, and the Rhines is gonna be swinging like madman on top of each other. Shatter comes in from Sato. Bomb up over the top. Looks for the big sun. Gets rid of Poco. Make sure that he cannot be spamming away in that pilot form. Another fire strike as Giannis picks up multiple kills in the fight.
I think Boombox panicked a little bit there. You know, he had the heal come through from EQO. He had the burst heal there, and he needed to stay alive. He used the trance to get them into that position. But because he used it early, there was just no answer for the follow-up grab from Corey, who had high energy. Now, once again, the high ground's controlled. This is starting to look like a full hold here. No support ults for the Fusion.
18 seconds remaining, just the rally to lead. Sato losing out on that shatter in the last fight. Giannis gonna be holding one of his own. Fossick's getting closer to that sound barrier. Again, they collapse forward. They try to get on top of Giannis. Doesn't find anything with the Earth Shatter. The cart advancing. Somebody's gonna have to tag this to deny it. Corey drops down. Going low, Sunset pushing forward, nearly losing out onto the back. The rally comes in, just trying to armor him up. It's not going to be enough, but Pogo gets knocked into the back. Now the grab's going to be coming through. They lock him up right here onto the corner of Big Girls. Responding grab out from Corey. They find two. Can
Corey
they do it?
turning it around.
Going lower and lower, but Pogo, he's got the pilot pistol into the back of the Rhine, takes him down, gets back into the suit. Guido delaying, pops the Transcendence. Maybe should have just held this one for the Streets phase. They're 0.02 meters away. You're gonna die. They're gonna get A. They do.
Back when Guido was on Lunatic High in Korea, he was one of the players most known for using ults at the last moment and wasting them. And this is one of those moments for sure, because you know your teammates aren't getting back. This is the interrupt on Giannis' Shatter, by the way, from EQO. Just had a replay of that. That's why his Shatter did not go off in that last fight.
Very nicely done.
But you know, that trance missing here is actually kind of a problem, because you could use it in a lot of ways. It's not always just for countering grabs, but you can commit to fights with it. You know, when you're not on the point, it's just totally gone.
Well, Boombox gonna be using his. Corey taking himself out with a right click. And that will just be the cleanup, as Fusion will finally start really advancing with this. Cart was very slow, obviously there for A, but now making very good time to try to compensate here during the Streets phase.
Very, you know, sigh of relief moment here for the Fusion, because that was looking really rough, but now they've turned this around completely. Massive ult leads. Guido not even halfway to his trance. Carbe is absolutely going to have this grab first. Look at how far they are even from getting on and touching this point. The Fusion look very primed to get an insane push here through B. Look at Neptune looking to split him up. Giannis
coming straight in behind the Rhine. Boops him up. The Shadow comes down again. They do manage to find Corey, but the sound barrier is going to be good. And Otto fires back. Gets rid of that enemy Reinhardt's. Otto going to be taken down. EQO. The Briggs exchanging the Reinhardt's here, but now he falls up for a double. He gets rid of Fozik's. Boombox gets himself a double kill as well. And this should be B completion here. Philadelphia Fusion bumping that time bank back up. Was a near full hold on A for the Justice, but now struggling to gain control of the cart.
Yeah, and you know, we're going to take a look at this last moment here as the boop up comes through from Neptuno. He has an opportunity to watch this. Jaws is knocked up. Shatter goes right underneath. This is the kind of play I've been talking about with Neptuno that you always got to look out for.
Fusion, though, was not getting Corey as well with that pin. Found some diving in front. But they wrap around, they gain control of the back side of the cart as they try to find a pickoff. Only ult at the moment for Fusion's going to be the Transcendence, and Boombox uses that one instantly. Guido's going to be matching. Grab now online for Corey, throws it down, but he doesn't find anybody. Not even through the wall, it's too thick, can't get anyone. And that could be very costly for them. Bomb's going to be thrown out into the back by Sansam, shield comes up. Zeto blocking that one out, Fozix will be taken down by Carpe. The cart's starting to advance. And Justice, they just have to reset right now.
This is rough for the Justice. I mean, the self-destruct there as well from Sansam was, honestly, it was very wasteful. There was no way that he was going to be able to turn the fight around. It just feels like the Justice, they got so close to winning a series, right? And the first two maps were super close, third one very close as well. And suddenly, everyone's making these small mistakes and it's coming up. It looks huge in the grand scheme of things to waste things like that. The trance we saw from Guido earlier. Some emotions, some nerves perhaps coming through.
I mean, the pressure is certainly on at the moment, trying to force out that game 5. Getting that full hold almost would have guaranteed it for the Justice. Now they're in a pressure situation, just trying to stop this cart from advancing into C, but Fozik's gonna be the first one taken down. Shatter's out, not gonna find anything here from Giannis. He's gonna get burned down the pin, able to find the kill. Poco finishes off Sansam right here at the end. The cart will glide across the finish line. Really rough start for Fusion, but they bounce back and they make it to the end of Route 66.
Very well played.
Down on the floor, or rather, we have Mica. A bit of insight here into the Fusion. Let's go ahead and throw over to her.
Thanks, guys. If you've been worried about the supports of Philadelphia Fusion, worry not. I talked to Coach Hayes at the half, and he assured me Boombox is bouncing back from his illnesses, and Neptuno, who has been seeing a physical therapist, is recovering well from his injury. Hayes says this has only helped in their play, and as you can see, he assures me they will only improve in consistency from here. Back to you, Wolf and Achilios.
Thank you very much, Mica, for the insight. So yeah, I mean, Neptuno especially, we've seen him now setting up those Reinhardt boops into Shatters twice. We saw it on Hollywood, then just there in front of B here on Route 66. Been really good communication between he and his front line so far.
I absolutely, you definitely can feel the difference, you know, when you have a real Zenyatta main, you know, on your side instead of a substitute. I mean, it's night and day, right? Neptuno's been a very great Lucio, you know, despite, you know, not having the greatest conditions starting the league still. Look, you wouldn't be able to tell if he didn't tell you, right? But as we look at this attack here for the Justice, what could have been an easy, you know, stroll to A and then, you know, forcing that tiebreaker is now a monumentous task. No one would have believed me if I told you to have 32 seconds left and a completion for Fusion after watching the A defense. As we, you know, come out of the gates here, the big question is, will Corey be able to get on top of Big Earl's gas station there and control the high ground? That's how they operated on the defense. It's going to be much tougher on the attack.
Well, already taking a ton of damage here as they push up. Auto especially dangerously low, but now they're looking for Sato. They're able to find him. EQO going to be eliminated. Poco going to be knocked out. This is going to be a fantastic start for the Justice.
Huge plays.
Plenty of time for Fusion to rejoin and try to recontest this, but they're going to gain a lot of distance.
Yeah, Fozik's speed boosting some of the members to chase there for a moment, but they do decide to actually just get on this cart and, you know, have 3 members on it to maximize its speed. You can only have 3. Now they've controlled the high ground. Fozik's here, up there, and Fusion are going to have to break through the bridge. They do not have tools to do so, though. They need to be careful about getting knocked off. They're actually going to be relinquished by the Justice. They just back away.
Yep, just drop down, not playing this game. Just going to be looking to chip out at range.
Corey has super high energy. You can see his right clicks are doing massive damage to the supports, but they do not die.
The grab.
Yep, that's going to be the thing that's the scariest part for the Fusion, because they don't have that trance to deny it.
Now it's online.
Oh, he's getting low, though.
Oh, yeah, getting tagged out. But it's okay. Retreats back inside Big Girls. Keeps himself alive. Does he want to just pin it straight in through the ceiling? No, we'll just go ahead, throws it onto the corner. Locking them up. They'll find Sato. They get rid of EQO. And that should just be a gain for Justice unless Fusion can pull out a miracle here with this defense. To find a little bit of time, but Boombox going so low will get finished off by Corey. Carpe not going to be able to survive. Gets taken down. That's going to be the cleanup. 2.5 minutes about on the clock as they go ahead and just glide through A very gently here for the Justice.
Corey's positioning has led to overall more damage output. He's 1,000 euro damage ahead, where in all the other stats, you know, they're about dead even. He is really showcasing what high ground means, how much more you could do. You know, putting everyone down to low is how the Justice can then collapse and kill targets, right? And that's what he's doing. Now he doesn't have that opportunity, though, because high ground's back to the Fusion. Oh.
Yeah. Almost a little overzealous there. Gets tagged up quite a bit. Charge forward from the Fusion. 6 ultimates ready to go. EQO starting things off with that rally. We'll just be handing that armor over.
Neptuno looking for another setup here. They know where he is, but it's hard to counterplay. Here he comes.
That rally's been used from both sides. Carpe up above. They see the shatter coming down. Sound barrier's going to be looking good. And Sun something nice. Carpe away the grab. Perfectly timed D-Matrix, but can they win the fight? Justice trying to hold on. Grab comes in, locks up 1, bombs up over the top. Sun's up looking for the pick. They already get 2. Carpe's going to be taken down by the bomb. Boombox does punish the baby diva, but Corey comes in from behind, just gives him a right click and a punch to the face.
And remember, this is all done after another knockback from Guido, or excuse me, not from Guido, from Neptuno that leads to a Sato shatter, and they're still able to turn the fight around. Great coordination from the Justice. Corey is absolutely killing it on the Zarya. 1,500 hero damage ahead at the moment.
Yeah.
And he's still got high energy. This is still a problem.
Yeah, he's going to be taking shots from across the side. Almost isolates out Boombox. Now going to be stunned up. Bomb from Poco. Not going to find anything. Sato going to be taken down in the meantime. Sansum comes up with the kill. And the sound barrier from Neptuno a bit too late to save him. Guido will be taken out. Neptuno trying to claw their way back in here.
This engagement was one of those Will Smith question mark moments where you're like, I don't know what the Fusion was trying to do there. Huge disconnect between Sato and Poco there on the attack, and Justice just sweep up the kills, and Corey gets another grab out of this as well. This is going to be a practically free push right now as EQO is forced into this house. Will drop down.
Drops down. Look at Giannis who stuns him. Can't get the shield up. The shatter comes in. Sato doesn't help block them up. 2 kills going over to the Fusion. Showing signs of life now on this defense.
I will say, you know, Sato has often been a little bit far forward. He's often been caught, but the combo setups to get his shatters down have been so good. Whether it's EQO setting it up with a bash, or it's going to be Poco, excuse me, setting it up to try to turn his shield, for example. There's a lot of different ways we're seeing it. Neptuno knocking Giannis into the air. These shatters from Sato have actually gained so much value, and these really complex steps, the Fusion regain control of this map. Once again.
There we go again, yeah, just knocking them off the high ground this time, but they push forward into the cave, they find Fozik's. So no Lucio for the Justice. Gonna have to try to reset. Giannis going in deep. Not sure what that was about.
Yeah, well, I mean, he knew the fight was over, probably just wanted to get a little bit more ult charge.
Happy little accidents.
Happy little accidents, as they say. You know, I feel like this was a map that Justice could have come up with a better time bank in, but Neptuno's really set up these plays. The ult combos have been good. And now, you know, worrying about completion here for Justice as the high ground still to Carpe. Neptuno just roaming around. Very annoying, very difficult to counterplay as well. These Lucio setups cannot be hit. He cannot be targeted where he's standing right now.
Well, they're not going to come out the door that he was hoping, so not able to knock anybody down to the low ground. Giannis is going to be opting into that position. Goes forward, trying to get that cart rolling, but Fusion have a chokehold here at the moment. Mykles opens things up, gets rid of Carpe. Now no grab in the fight for the Fusion. Poco, however, takes away Corey's. So even footing at the moment, you would expect. Shatter comes down. Transcendence instantly in from Guido, trying to keep everybody alive. Sato's going to be eliminated. Boombox on fire. Ruby taken down. Knows that he's got to hold on to that Transcendence. They can get a last-second contest on this card before it hits B.
You know, the big but here, though, for Washington Justice, you know, they just but Guido used his trance once again in a one fight, absolutely unnecessary there, and Carpe's got a grab online. I don't know if they're going to be able to get B here because the Fusion have exactly the tools they need. Phozix is the only support ultimate they're going to get, and they may have to use it early.
Well, Giannis is up onto the high ground, Shatter ready to go, drops his way back down. Boombox is forced to use that Transcendence. Carpe holding on. Guido going to be taken down. Poco just finds the kill. And they push their way over. Otto going lower and lower. Sound barrier is going to be out, answering from Phozix. Catches everyone. Keeps them alive. Now they need Guido to arrive. The Shatter comes in from Giannis, but it's not going to find anything. Shield is up. Sato breaks it. Or blocks it, rather.
Yep. Okay, look
inside.
Look at
last
the
second attempt.
They have to tag it. And this is rough.
Giannis
going to get caught off.
Boombox dangerously low. Sunsum goes into the back, but gets sunned up. Likely going to be knocked out. The bomb is going to be there. Sato finds a pin on Corey. Gets rid of him. Jumps into self-destruct. Sunsum going to be making it back into the map, but they need so much more than that to make it to B. It seems like Fusion will have done it. Their defense on this final stretch, the latter half of Route 66, has been utterly fantastic. As they drain that massive time bank away from the Justice, and they shut down their hopes of forcing a map 5. 3-1, victory goes to the Fusion.
Even though Washington Justice came in with what I feel is their best match so far of the season, the support line with Boombox back in the roster, the setups from Neptuno, too much to handle for the Washington Justice. Fusion looking a little bit shaky to start, but the end was clean. And it's just so tough to deal with those Lucio plays on Route 66. Neptuno was hitting them almost every time. For the Justice, I think this map, they definitely, or the series, they definitely look back on and show improvement when they re-watch this VOD. They're gonna say, look at how much better we played in our starting match on week 3.